You're about to do something awesome for your voice today. In the head voice training, we talked about what the head voice is and how it functions. Now that you have a solid understanding of the head voice, let's work through exercises that help you better control it. Go ahead and place your hand on the back of your neck at the base of your skull. Let's sing an ah together. Ah! Try it with me. Ah! You feel that vibration? This is why we call it the head voice, because we can feel it vibrate in our head. If you place your fingertips on your cheekbones, near your nose, and sing the ah again, you'll likely feel it vibrate there too, and some even feel it in their forehead. We know that the voice can only create sound from the vocal folds. However, we can feel vibrations in our body when using different parts of our range. Because we didn't have the medical technology back in the day that we do now, the Italians called this part of the range head voice because of how you can feel the voice vibrate in the head when singing higher. Let's do some exercises to help you access this part of your range. Let's do a hum. Here's what this will sound like. Mm. Now, keep in mind, this does not sound breathy like this. Mm. While you may utilize this airy quality at some points, right now we want to focus on developing a richer tone in your head voice. So try that hum with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mm. Let's take it up a little higher, whatever feels most comfortable for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mm. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mm. It may have almost felt like your voice was coming out of your cheeks or your forehead. And if we're talking placement, the placement would have felt very forward. Think like a whimpering dog. This is also known as vocal cry. Let's try that whimpering dog sound together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, with that vocal cry and whimpering dog kind of sound and sensation on your mind, let's hum again. 1, 2, 3, 4. You hear how I really started the hum with that? That's exactly what we're going for. It helps us get into our head voice. Let's try that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. That's your head voice. Take a mental note of that sensation and how your voice feels. Let's do that same thing, but now we will sing it on some notes. Here's what that'll sound like. Keep in mind, this is not a breathy hum like this, nor is it a squeezed hum like this. My mouth has some space in it and it's relaxed. Listen to that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. take it down, and as we do this, we're going to sing these notes on a sigh instead of a hum. And remember, it's not going to be a breathy sigh like this, but one that has some depth to it like this. Let's try that out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do an exercise that helps your vocal folds come together efficiently so those higher notes can come out with more ease. Just as you were doing that vocal cry at the start of your humming, we're going to utilize that here with some sliding octaves. Now you can choose to do a vocal cry like this, or you could utilize a vocal fry like this. Either one works. They're both doing the same things for your vocal folds, but if you have a preference, go ahead and utilize that. Here's what this will sound like with the piano. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. We are going to wrap up this boost session with one more exercise. Let's play around with adding some depth to your head voice by speaking and then singing some owl hoots. Here's what this will sound like. Whoo! Try that out. Now try this. Whoo, whoo, whoo. Let's have a little more fun with it. Now let's sing that owl hoot on some arpeggios. Feel free to add a cry or fry at the start of it to continue helping you bring the vocal folds together well to produce sound. Take these as high as you comfortably can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. You just did something awesome for your voice today.